Hello everyone, this is Sarah from Tech Media Production, and today I'm going to give you a very brief crash course overview of how to edit videos on your Android devices. Now, unfortunately, I only have an Android phone and not a tablet on me, so I'm only going to be able to show you directly how to use it via the phone, but on a tablet it will be a very similar process. And just to be aware, this is not how to do it on iOS devices like iPads or iPhones. That will be its own separate video. So let's just go ahead and get started. In order to record video on your phone, it's a very simple process. It's as easy as using the camera app on your phone. I recommend when you film any videos to do it horizontally, but you will see that there's the camera icon to take photos, and above it you'll see the little video camera icon and it will say video. Then you just hit the red dot and you are recording. And then when you're done, you hit it again to stop. And then when your video is complete, you can leave the app and it will automatically save the video to your gallery. Now let's go over how to actually edit the videos. Now there isn't a default video editor that is the best for Android. You have several options, though we're only going to go over one of them today, the one that seemed the best based off what I saw. And in order to find video editors, you just have to go to the Google Play Store and then search video editor. And you see you have several different options. And the one that I'm going to show you and the one that I recommend as of this recording is YouCut. This is a fairly simple but relatively powerful video editor that doesn't put in watermarks or gives you a very short time limit to record your videos. It does have a pro version and a free version, and the main difference with the pro version is how many items you can import. So I've gone ahead and already installed it, so let's go ahead and open it up. So with YouCut, you'll get this basic screen in order to create your projects. All you have to do is just hit the plus, and it's going to show you the stuff from your camera library. You have your videos that you have recorded, the photos that you have taken, or you can just have everything, whether it be photo or video, already in your library. So in order to do it, you just select what you want to import. And I recommend you can import several videos or photos or whatever you want. I recommend that when you're getting started, just import one item, just have one main video you record. If you want to get more advanced with your editing, you can do that later. I've gone ahead and already pre-recorded a video, and once you have what you've selected, hit this arrow button and it will process it and put it on your timeline. So the editor here is fairly straightforward. You can preview your video just by hitting the play button. And in order to do a basic edit, the main thing about editing to be aware of is that all editing really is just taking videos and chopping them up and moving them back together. And the most common edits that you're going to want to use are ones where you sort of trim off the beginning, trim off the end, and then get rid of parts maybe in the middle that you don't like. So in YouCut, it's fairly straightforward. You simply tap the trim option over here. And what trim is good for, it's good for trimming the beginning and the end of your video. So you just select what you don't want, and then when you're finished, you hit the check mark and those parts have been cut out. Now, say you want to get rid of something that's in the middle, you again can hit trim, and you're also given the options of cut. I don't really recommend this one unless you know the beginning and the end is perfect and you want to get rid of the middle, but split is actually very helpful. Split will allow you to take your one video and cut it up into two pieces. So let's hit the check mark there, and now we have two separate videos here. And say you want to get rid of the part in your second video, the beginning of that, just hit trim, get rid of what you don't want, and your edit is basically complete. And that's all you really need in order to do like the bare bones, just getting started editing. And we're briefly just going to go over some of the other features that you can do in this app. So in addition to the trim option, we also have music. And what this lets you do is import music into your video. You can import your own personal music, or their standard music that they have already available, or effects, but these are mostly in the Pro version. So I honestly don't really recommend that because unless you get your volume right, the music can be kind of distracting, but it is an option in case you want to use it. We also have filters. These are more if you want to kind of have a more social media look to your video, but again, optional. Wouldn't really recommend it, probably more likely to be distracting. We also have adjustments. Now, this can be helpful if you say you're filming in a really dark room or like the color's really off, so you can brighten your video. You can increase or decrease the contrast. If you've ever worked with a photo editor, these controls should seem very familiar. And again, these are more just if you want to make your video look a little better. Hardly a necessity, but this is more just stuff to play around with. Next is the effects option. These are again more for social media. I honestly wouldn't recommend using them for your videos. We also have the text option. This lets you add text to your video, and you can actually control how long or how short you want your text to be on your video. And it's a nice feature to have, but again, optional, like most of the other stuff here. We also have stickers. So like if you want to add emojis, again, more optional, but if you're going for a casual video look, it could be helpful. You can also adjust the speed of your video. This allows you to speed it up or slow it down. Probably won't need it, but again, options available. There is also the BG option. This is again more for if you want to share your videos on social media. You can change the size of them so that they're more suited for Instagram or other social media sites. We also have the record option here. And what it allows you to do is record extra audio that say you forgot to include in your video. This is helpful also if, say, you have a PowerPoint presentation that's a series of images on your camera roll, you import the images and want to do a voiceover with those images, you can do so with this method. We also have a volume control, so say if you're speaking too loudly or too softly, you can adjust that with this control. You can also rotate your video if you wish, if for some reason you recorded it incorrectly. You can also flip your video. That's more something that you probably won't need. You can also crop your video if you wish to adjust the size in order to get it so that it fits a certain dimension. And of course, there's a Q&A at the very end if you wish to look up more tutorials about this app. So say you've edited clip 1 but want to add in clip 2, or you forgot to include them when you were selecting them in your camera roll. You can just select the plus option here and you'll have access to your videos, your photos, or all of them, again, the same as before. And you could just select what you need and it will add it to the timeline. Now, if you wish to move around your photos or videos, it's very straightforward. All you have to do is just select and then drag your photos or videos to the spots where you want them. And this is a very helpful tool. And if you wish to delete them, all you have to do is just when they're selected, tap delete, and it will disappear. Now, when you are finished, all you have to do is just hit save, and it will save the video to your device. And it's asking if you wish to keep a draft. I recommend, especially when you're first getting started, to do that in case you make a mistake. Once you get a little better, you can skip that process, but let's go ahead and hit save. And the free version does have ads, so let's hit the back button to get out of that. So when your video is finished exporting, which may or may not take a little while depending on the speed and space on your phone, the video will save to your device. And you will have the option to share your video. So you see down here, you are given the options and you will probably wish to share it via YouTube. And it will bring up your YouTube accounts and then you can use it to share your video online. Or you can access the video on your phone to upload to other places like Blackboard. And that's pretty much the basics of what you need to know to get started in YouCut. In order to access your old videos, you can just find it with this save path right here, and it will show you where your videos are located. And if you have any further issues or questions about using YouCut or editing on your Android devices, if you're a Wake Tech faculty or staff, feel free to reach out to Media Production and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.